Welcome to the GGB Supplier Showcase. Our guest today is Orlanda Vance, the National Sales Director for Vector Solutions, the industry leader in online training for casinos. Orlanda, thanks for joining us today. I'm looking forward to catching up on what's going on with Vector.
Yeah, thanks so much. Thanks, Roger, for having us.
Glad to do it. Why don't you start with giving us a basic description of Vector and what you guys do?
Sure. So we are Vector Solutions, formerly Casino Essentials, which some people may know us from. And we have helped hundreds of casinos, both large and small, commercial and tribal, implement successful online training programs. So our online training courses address essential business operations concerns such as responsible gaming, AML compliance, security, safety, customer service, and a variety of other topics.
Okay, great. So there's a couple of competitors in your field. What sets you apart from your competitors at this point?
Yeah, that's a great question. Well, we've been in the industry now for over 15 years, catering exclusively to the gaming industry and its unique challenges as well. So our learning management system was designed exclusively for them by industry experts. And some of our clients that have utilized it and have given us great feedback. Again, our AML training, which is kind of our featured course content, is also customized to each specific casino's internal procedures. So those specific things that require at their specific property are covered, and we have the ability to edit and change those as they need as well.
So this is all online though, correct?
It is all in the cloud.
Okay. So I know you've got a standard set of AML and some of the other subjects got a standard set of how the training goes, but say a customer wants to customize it, wants to put some of their own procedures in there, that type of thing. Are you able to do that?
Sure. So as it reflects to our specific AML compliance training, it is required to be specific to the casino itself. But with our Vector learning system, we have the ability to add and upload PowerPoint presentations, videos specific to the casino property. So if there's those types of things that are department specific or policy specific, they're able to upload these, and they have the ability to track an electronic signature and report for course completion, just like any of our other training. So they can upload form acknowledgements, they can upload assessments, they can do all of these kinds of things independent of just our training. Okay.
So does your training just go to new employees or existing employees as well?
Well, the great thing about Vector LMS is that it's very intuitive. Mm-hmm. It understands when a new hire comes in, it understands when a transfer comes in, and has the ability to be set up specific to those kinds of terms. So an administrator at the casino can guide their team members through by uploading that information, and those specific changes will be made instantaneous, in real time, and reportable.
Okay, and I'm guessing that they can do this at their leisure unless there's a group of employees that they want to teach at one time.
Correct. So these are all things that they can do on their own. It's serviced in cloud whenever they need to. Obviously, we know it's a 24/7 operation, so they have the ability to go in, make those specific changes, and the system itself is automated enough and intuitive enough to be able to make those processes function in real time.
Okay. So you mentioned that AML is your most popular one, but what other courses do you offer in outside of that?
Yeah, so we offer training for responsible gaming. We have a customer service suite. We have many safety trainings, Cajun credit training, IT specific training, many more. So our catalog has over 150 courses that are designed mainly for the gaming industry, the look and feel, understanding what those needs are for that specific department or that specific training.
Okay. So it's much more than just the compliance end of the business. It's you can use it for almost anything.
Definitely. So independent content, our content as it relates to different varieties and areas, HR content, compliance content, you name it.
Sure.
Our system services all of those kinds of things and supports it.
Okay. So I'm assuming that you've done a lot of work since the pandemic. A lot of people were shut home, and it sounds like the perfect type of course that you could be there when you're locked in your house.
Yes, and that I think that was really important during the pandemic, especially for retraining. If people were coming back, 6 months later, many months later, that they needed to pick up on some of the training, maybe it lapsed, all of those types of things. So being able to report on those things are important, being able to pick up where they left off, provide a retraining or a new hire training, or those types of initiatives are important. So we were able to really help our clients manage that, because some team members were still at home needing to take that training. So they were able to be successful in getting those kinds of things up and running, even during the closure.
Okay, great. So what kind of unique challenges do you see coming up in the future that gaming has to face that you guys can really help them through?
Well, I think, we talked about the pandemic, which was a huge piece. And then, coming out of the pandemic, a lot of the things that we talk about is employee turnover and employee retention, which is a huge obstacle for all of our casinos. Makes it difficult to keep track of new and old employees, transfers, like you were saying, just trying to make sure that we accommodate for all of those things. So that's what's great about our system and its ability to be able to add those new hires to those specific departments, take on those retrainings, take on those transfers, and be able to have those reports come into your email, go to a department head, be able to be reportable in the system any way you'd like to receive that specific data. Okay.
So I imagine that your programs are used by people who are trying to kind of build a corporate culture there, that you care for them, that kind of thing. Do you get a lot of requests from somebody who was just taken over as a CEO or something and wants to really make sure that everybody's on the same page?
Yes. So a lot of our initiatives come from, hey, we want to make sure that this is an organizational piece that fosters retention, that makes sure people understand the branding of our environment, not just off the shelf courses. So pairing the ability to have their own content and our content allows them to essentially brand what they need to. Their team members are seeing, hey, this is what we need you to do specifically to service, and our content is able to deliver that extra initiative that says, yes, these are the policies and procedures associated with that.
Okay, great. So what can we expect from Vector Solutions in the future?
Well, we are excited. We're very excited to launch our brand new modernized Title 31 courses, which for us, it's been a couple of years, but our casinos are very excited to see it. It's coming in a couple of months. And we've redesigned it from the ground up with modern visuals, video-based training, interactivity to keep the employees engaged. It's our core set of courses, and we want them to be interesting as much as they can be. Obviously, it's a mandatory regulated training, so we want them to be as interactive as possible and really fit the needs of our clients. And we take their feedback associated with taking annual training into account. So we're excited to roll them out and see what feedback we get.
Well, that's great. I know they're kind of dry subjects, some of these things, but do you try to make it as entertaining as possible?
We try to make it as exciting with visuals and all those things. We have a variety of learners. We want to cater to them. We want them to be excited about it for as much as they can. And we certainly want it to be customized and appealing to each specific property.
Sure. Well, Orlanda, how can people contact you or get some more information about Vector Solutions?
Yeah, well, I encourage them, if they're interested in our offerings, whether it's content or the system, to go to our website at vectorsolutions.com and take a look at what we offer. I'm also happy to accommodate any inquiries as it relates to walking through the system, providing a video demonstration. I know I'm a visual person, so sometimes it really helps. And they can contact me via email directly at orlanda.vance@vectorsolutions.com.
Great. Well, Orlanda, thanks for taking the time to talk with us. I think you've got a great product offering there, and I'm sure any casino that decides to check into it is going to really benefit from it.
Yeah, thanks so much. I'm excited to hear from all of your listeners, and we look forward to speaking soon.
Great. Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you for joining us for the GGB Gaming Supplier Showcase, our exclusive look at the best products and services produced by vendors for the gaming, iGaming, and sports betting industries. For more information about the GGB Supplier Showcase, contact Terry Brady at tbrady@ggbmagazine.com.